Eye is coming along. It's better. It's not great. Like I still have some floaters and like weird stuff going on with the retina, but it's getting better. I have an appointment on the 1st as a checkup. It's a month from the last appointment, and they told me I can start training a little bit heavier now. So I'm really excited about that. Sitting on my butt's been tough, especially not having been able to burn off the fight. It all happened pretty early in the first round, so. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back in there and definitely doing everything I can to heal up right so this can go quickly. Yeah, it's been hard. It's been tricky, especially because I felt great going to that fight. I was excited about the new division and the decisions I've made in coaching and the decisions I've made as far as putting together a game plan for that specific fight, and to not be actually able to go out and implement it was tough. Like there's really nothing to go home and fix. I can see my eye gets tired by the end of the day, and it's kind of like being underwater, just on like one side of my head, like my like depth perception's off a bit and like my dexterity is off a bit, but again, it's been improving. It's definitely not what it was a month ago. Yeah, we'll see. I would say like my balance is off a bit, but probably the depth perception is the biggest struggle, and then having just these weird kind of flashes, like these weird lights go on. So
when that happened, what was going through your mind?
I thought I lost my eye. I thought if I opened my eye that it was gonna like spill out onto my face, and I didn't want to open it in the cage. When they came up and they checked on me and they were telling me to open it, I was like, "You're not the one that I'm gonna open this for. Like, I need somebody like that knows what's up to be looking at me," because I thought I lost it. I thought.
A lot of pain?
I've never felt pain like that in my life. I've dislocated my jaw, I've boned my knees, I've tore up all my fingers, broken ribs, everything like that. That was nothing compared to what it felt like to get hit in the eye. I've never felt pain like that. I'd have a baby like 10 times before I would do that again. Oh yeah. Like I just was gone. Like I wasn't I wasn't there anymore. I needed a way. Like I wanted to see if I was okay. I needed them to see if I was okay. It went from being a sport and being like a competition to like, I think I lost my fucking eye. Like, is this how it ends? Is this over for me? Like, what is it going to be like looking at my kid after this? Like, it just changed everything very quickly. It was really fast and really scary.
So for you to have that feeling, it sounds pretty amazing that you're willing to go and do it again, right? It's terrifying to go fight again.
I think it's gonna definitely modify how I change or how I fight. I'm pretty relaxed as a fighter. Like I like being in and out, moving a lot. Like one thing I will take home from it is, you know, I don't know. I want to be way more protective. Like I kind of ran into the cage at that exact same second, so I kind of like leaned into it. I could have had my hands up better. You know, I caught nothing but toe in my eye. Like she didn't kick me in the head. Like it would have otherwise not even messed up my hair. You know what I mean? But that it scared me. And I'm not willing to lose an eye for this sport. I mean, I don't feel like anyone would. So there's definitely some things I'm going to do as far as my defense tightening up. But yeah, I'm excited to go in and face it because it's definitely something scary for me. Even tonight is the first night that I've watched fights since that, where I'm looking into the cage. I have front row seats and I'm watching fighters hit each other, and I'm like, all right, this is intense. Like you don't realize how hurt you actually can get in there, So I'm watching that, and some of the fights I'm like, oh, that's rough, and some of them I'm like, I can't wait to get my hands on someone again. So, it's definitely going to be a challenge, but I think during training camp and everything I can expose myself to as far as that goes, like it'll happen, and it'll be okay, and I think I'll be a stronger fighter after this for sure.
Do you feel like you have a sort of a PTSD kind of type of thing from that?
I don't know yet because I really haven't gotten to train in the ways that would put me at that kind of risk. I have PTSD in like a bunch of different other ways, so it might just add to it. It might be a little milder version, but it's yeah, I mean, I'm gonna start doing jiu-jitsu probably relatively soon. Actually get like close to people and close to moving and like expose myself that way, and we'll find out then. It's weird to have it touched. Like I said, by the end of the day, my eye is like tired. My other eye is doing a lot more work than this one right now. I saw Bisbing this week, and he pulled his little fake eye out and showed me, and so I realized how much worse it could be. But I saw Winklejohn this week too, and there's these weird moments where we're all like, "Eesh," yeah. It's terrible. It's terrible. So.
What did you talk to Bisbee? What was that conversation like?
Um,
High profile guy.
Yeah, I just asked him how long it took him to, well, one with the fear of it, like, all right, yeah, it freaks me out. It's gross too. I got a big toe in my eyeball. Like, but, how long did it take him to get back to training? How long did it take for, like, I didn't know if he had gotten the little lightning bolts and like the visual stuff because of the retina. Like, I wanted to know how long it took for those to go away. And when he ran or lifted, which I'm having symptoms with now, is I get this weird pulsing, so I just asked when that ended and what to expect as far as moving forward with that kind of training. And so he was just kind of telling me about it. I didn't ask him to take his eye out, but he took it out just to show me. I was like, oh, can I touch it? He has a glass eye over his like real eye, but the eye underneath is completely blind. Mm-mm. No, I only just started putting makeup on because it's weird to like pull it and stab it with stuff. It's not super comfortable.
When you hear fighters, you've heard say, "No, I'm willing to die in there" and all that stuff. Does that now seem more just cliche? Because obviously, when it happened, you're like, "No, I'm out of here." Or maybe you felt that way before, and now it's different.
No, I feel that way, and there was a huge part of my heart that hurt that night because, again, like, I mean, you guys have heard me talk about it before. It's something to me that's like primitive, and it's like I was born into this, and so to even have that happen to me was, it made me sad. It made me feel like, damn, yeah, if we were in nature and I just got poked in the eye, that still would have cost me my life. Like, that would have cost me everything. And like, obviously I get to walk away from it. Obviously I get to go home, and I'm grateful that I have two eyes and I can see right now. But like right there and then, like, I think Megan is good, but I don't think she's better than me. But she's better than me that day because she caught something that I don't think she could have gotten if she tried, but it happened. And it would have ended things for me. So I walk out of there knowing like I didn't survive that. Like, that sucks. It's terrible. And I didn't get to know if I was okay or not. Like, I didn't get the chance to even like blink or see if my eye was okay. I mean, if someone gets hit in the nuts, if it's a forehead, if it's an elbow, if it's a heel, if it's a knee, if someone gets hit in the nuts, like, you stop and see if you're okay. You get hit in the eye. I feel like it should be the same. I realize that the rules in LA don't constitute what a poke is at this point, and that's one of the reasons that I wanted to have a hearing over it, is just to make a rule or figure out what people want to do moving forward as far as what happens when like your vision is compromised, and not from like a strike, just a poke, like just it's your eyeball. Like, I just need to know if I'm okay, something.
Did you know, or do you think there should be a rule change that you can't basically stick toes in eyeballs? Because technically that's legal now.
It is. Well, and that's the thing is, like, if they don't make a rule on it, it's open season on eye pokes. Like, I got mad dexterity with my toes. So if you're telling me that, like, we get to just aim for people's eyeballs with our toes now and, like, that's good, that's not really safe moving forward. But, like, we're all finding a way to win, If you put me in some thing on the ground and I get to dig my toes into your eyes that way too, like, that's kind of gnarly. But, like, we're in there trying to survive, like, me or you, man.
Yeah, because it's odd because you can't grab someone's toe and break it in a fight, but it just seems like a weird. The rules aren't clear now.
No, it's not. In some states, it is clear. Like, you go to some Midwestern states, and yeah, that would have been considered a foul in a no contest, or even the other person might have won. I mean, and there's obviously intention in there. Like, if you intend to do something, like, the rules are different. There was another fight this weekend. It was on Invicta. Vanessa Porto, I think. Pearl went to kick her, and she put her arm out to kick her, and that hand went into Vanessa's eyes and got her real bad. And it was in the 4th round, and at one point, so they stopped the fight. She couldn't move forward, but they said, all right, well, let's just decide. We'll do a decision based on who did the most up until the eye poke point. So Vanessa ended up winning because they believed that she had done the most, but they stopped the fight. And I thought I heard the commentary say that they were even considering it be a TKO because of it wasn't intentional or something. So I mean, that's Kansas. Like, it's just not a unified rule. There's not something that like constitutes what all of this is. And like I said, that's one of the things that I wanted to go and do this hearing for, so we can just be safe as far as what that looks like and what that means and what to expect when you're in a fight and that happens.
What advice or comfort did Bisping give you when you talked to him, besides pulling his eye out?
I mean, I wasn't looking for comfort. I was kind of just really inquiring, like, what to expect and what would be safe for me moving forward, and like what his experience was. Like, again, the depth perception, I feel like a baby even complaining about right now because he has one eye. Like, I have one blurry eye, but he fought the last couple years of his life with one eye. Like, it's different, So yeah, I just wanted to know what it would be like moving forward, like what kind of stuff to push through as far as it being throbbing or blurry or the like light sensitivity and stuff, and what stuff to like lay off of, because I don't want to mess with this.
What advice have you got from the doctor? Has he like told you these certain things will go away?
That it will recover, but it's not a fast one. So like, just because like it's through retina, at this point I have a damaged retina, but the visceral fluid, which is on the back of the eye, is what pulls on the retina. So that's where like the things come from, depending on what I'm doing, what I'm looking at, like how I'm focusing. So it's like intermuscular eye stuff that I just have to leave alone and let heal, and that I'm told it will heal. So I'm just, yeah. I don't know how fast that is. That's why I've been asking, because I'm antsy. Like, I hate sitting around. This is like my thing, my training. Like, I like doing all of that. So it's tough. To make money, not. I'll just sit around. I'm teaching seminars. I'm teaching a seminar in Thailand end of March. I love teaching privates. I've been doing a few appearances and things like that. So, they're being awesome and keeping me busy. They brought me out here this weekend. Next week, I'm going to Canada to visit the troops, and I'm always having so much fun with the military. I always kick everybody, and they think it's hilarious. I wouldn't sign up for it, but they're doing it. Just making everybody smile. So lighten things up a bit. But yeah. As far as being physical, I can jog, and I started lifting weights more. But yeah, it was a month of nothing, and now I get to do light stuff, which I don't light anything. I'm just not a gentle person. So it's being gentle right now and taking care of myself, and just respecting what actually happened. Yeah, I want to fix that fight. Like, I want to know. I want to know what happened. I want to know how that ends up. Like, that, it's just so weird, and I don't think she's happy with how that went either. So it's she's down for the rematch. I'm down for the rematch. Like, I feel like we need to put that one in the history books for whatever it's worth, and whatever it's going to turn out to be. And yeah, look forward to that. And then it fired me up, because I'm like, man, I know, like, for a moment there I thought I was done. I was like, do you even get to fight with a blown out eyeball? And so it really had to, I had to dig deep, and I had to sit and think, like I know this is what I want to do. I know where I'm at in my life, that I care about this so much. So, in this last year, I've been more active than I've been able to be, because I had a lot going on, and just made me grateful for my health and grateful for these opportunities. So, as soon as it's better, I want to keep going on this path. I definitely have a lot I want to do at 135. Making 145 was awesome, and it was easier, but like, I could never abandon 135 just because it's easier. That would haunt me for my life. So it's there's a lot I want out of this, and this definitely made me appreciate that. Well, because I lost an eye, you know what I mean, for $50,000. I don't know how many people would opt to lose an eye for $50,000. That's like I didn't agree to that. There's not in the negotiations, but I understand it's a risk that we take. It never occurred to me that happened or would happen or whatever. So I don't know. It was so strange. It was just a really weird injury. And in the moment, I'm thinking that I'm done. I'm like, my eye's gone. Like, now I have to figure out what life is like this. And I was scared. And then when I realized that I'm okay, when I go to the doctor and they say it's recoverable, I was like, oh, okay, like, I know I want to do this. So just have one more day in the life of Kat, weird shit all the time.